Years ago, I was teaching a class on why we can be confident that the Christian faith is true. The group of students, high school students, were very good students, very eager to learn. On the way to the class, I was praying, and two images came to mind. One was a dump truck. I was a dump truck driver, and I was going to dump all this information on them, and they were just going to be wowed by it. I was going to smother them in information. The other image that came to mind was me at the Louvre in front of the Mona Lisa, waxing eloquently on why all the conspiracy theories, is this a man or a woman, is there some political conspiracy, is she smiling or not, etc., were not true. I'd just done my doctoral dissertation as this image went, and I noticed that as I was talking and going on and very excited about all this stuff, the people were looking at their watches, they were whispering, when do we go to lunch, let's get out of here. It just wasn't relevant to their life. So I eventually got to my class. It was a bit of a walk, and I said to them, I said, I was planning on giving you all these reasons why you can be confident that the Bible is the Word of God, but I want to take a pause on that and ask you a question. And the question's this: do you feel like you're kind of going through the motions with the Christian life? Do you feel like when you put your head on your pillow at night that this Christian faith seems like a little bit of a charade to you, and you feel pressure from, hopefully not me, but teachers, parents, others, that you need to jump through all these prescribed hoops, etc.? And I had about 35 students, so I think 18 in one class, 17 in the other. And in both, there was like a pause, probably 15, 20 seconds, and I realized later on it was shock, and I didn't know what was going to happen, but all of a sudden kind of the dam broke, and a number of students said, that's exactly how I feel, Mr. Moore. I feel like I'm just running these traps and just kind of going through the motions and doing all this stuff very dutifully, but I don't really know if I have an actual relationship with God. And what that taught me is that arguments are really important. They're essential, but they're not always adequate. In fact, they're rarely adequate. In fact, some people would say they're never adequate, but they're essential maybe to a conversation. And so when we think about the Christian faith, many times there, as I've said in one video, there's a question behind the question that we really need to address.